Yeah, guys, clearly off Tugler. I think what they'll do, they'll make that decision quick, and then I'm looking at time just to make sure that the clock is where it needs to be as well. Clearly see off the back of Tugler's left hand. Now we're looking at time and who touched it, where it touched out of bounds last.
Ron Groover, Doug Sermons, Terry Oglesby, the crew tonight for the national championship game. This looks like an open and shut case. It is Groover and Oglesby collaborating.
Get a chance to set up your team either way here. He's a great motivator, though, isn't he? He really gets into the
After
players.
review, the out-of-bounds call is confirmed. Will be Florida's ball.
1:21 on the clock.
And Raph, right now, Todd Golden got a timeout here, a free timeout here to run, diagram a play. Both coaches have been so good coming out of timeouts. Nice sets. He got one for Clayton on that three-pointer earlier. Let's see what Florida executes here.
I thought they'd pick him up a little bit in the full court, Houston. Not a gambling D.
Roll it out for Clayton. Florida is down by 1. Clayton takes it.
Nice cut.
Condon inside, shows it, floats it up. No. Rebound. How can it? And knocked into the hands of Uzan with 1:07 to play.
And how about that contest by Tugler on that Condon hook shot right there?
Under a minute left. Houston holding on to a 1-point lead. The block by Howe. Cryer didn't have a chance.
Great help.
Clayton over to Martin. He drives. Martin Baker, no. Foul call. 46.5.
I love the competition right now, don't you?
Both
the action.
Yeah, both teams competing, but I love Martin seeking the contact there, going at the body of the shot blocker, drawing a foul, and I think that's 5 on Tugler.
It is, and how about this? The defense there couldn't prevent, but the other end, Florida's 2 bigs were magnificent on the triple drive.
So Joseph Tugler's night is done. Elijah Martin to the free throw line where he shoots it at 76%. We're all tied up. Florida has led for a grand total of 17 seconds tonight. They're up by 1.
I think we want a timeout now, but Todd called it first.
First lead since 8-6. We have 46.5 left in the national championship.
To be a pet parent is to be human. Sometimes we feel guilty, even when it's for their own good. It's not always a walk in the park. That's why more and more pet people rely on Hill's with scientifically proven formulas to give more love than humanly possible. Because you're only human, there's Hill's. Science does more.
Florida leads Houston 64-63. Our game reset. Each team has 1 timeout remaining. Both teams are in the double bonus. Possession arrow favors the Gators. Houston has possession. And a lot of prayers with 46.5 on the clock.
And they're usually patient on the offensive end. I guess the thought 2 for 1. I think you go for the first good one, don't you?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a lot of people think the 2 for 1 action, but Kelvin Sampson, he's going to get the shot he wants. It's a matter of who is he going to go to. Cryer has been the hot hand.
I like Cryer, but I love Roberts.
I like Roberts too, and also Sharp getting downhill, so physical as a driver and his ability to draw fouls.
And the only problem with Roberts is the free throw shooting too.
We're down to 40 seconds remaining in a 1-point game. Cryer.
Nice defense.
Shot clock down to 15. Sharp using the screen. Sharp with 10.
She lost it.
Out of bounds. Turnover, Houston. 26.5 remaining.
Raph, there really was nothing there.
Well, look at the help, though. The stunt from the side there, just so alert.
Richard.
Yeah, to help his partner out.
They will review it. but it was clear.
Boy, the bigs have adjusted great, I think, defensively for Florida.
Previous out of bounds
Switching,
is under review.
containing some quicker people on dribble drives.
Well, we saw it earlier with Cryer. He tried to drive baseline against the bigs, a turnover, and then right there, Condon sliding his feet. Great reach in there by Richard.
Jim, we see Richard get a piece, but the ball then hits the knee of Sharp.
Yeah, good hands by Richard off the right knee is Sharp, and I think 26-5 on the game clock is a good number too. Ian, could be a 10th maybe, but I think it's a good clock stoppage as well.
So the shot clock will be turned off. Florida will have possession, up by 1.
We've been here before. You know, if Florida has the ball, it appears they will. Getting the ball inbounds against the pressure, you know they're going to pick up full court, face guard. We saw this Saturday night.
And the one thing they can't do is have too many people down here as they take another look at this.
How about the courage of Richard to reach in on that play?
After review, the out-of-bounds call is confirmed. The Florida ball. Game clock will be set to 26.6 seconds.
Now, you're going to see big on the ball right now. They're excited. Why not? Pretty good defensive play. Right now, Francis on the ball. And I like the piece of officiating now. They're saying to Francis, you can't go over the line. Letting them know. Of course, you're locked in place here as well. Got to make distinct cuts. Run through the ball and be tough with it.
Houston had a wild comeback against Duke. Duke couldn't get the ball in cleanly. Florida does. They surround Hout. Now to Clayton. Ahead. Over Aberdeen's head. He tracks it down, and then there's contact. WZM will get called for the foul with 19.7.
And almost a turnover there on that pass.
His foot was almost on the line if they hadn't been pushed. Actually, not a bad foul when you think of it, though. Stop the clock right away. Put the pressure on the free throw shooter, but I think they called it before.
They did. It was bang, bang. Aberdeen's got 6 points. He's 2 of 2 at the free throw line.
Try and slap it back if you're in a blue shirt. Conversely, all these coaches, especially these high-level guys, they teach their kids to squeeze and go after it.
A second attempt for Aberdeen. Duke left the door open for Houston. The Cougars completed the furious comeback. Aberdeen makes the second attempt at 65-63.
Timeout, Houston.
19.7 to play.
Dana had to come back, Bird. Did it in Kansas. Miraculous turnarounds.
The Cougars are out of timeouts. Got a 2-point game in San Antonio.
What did you bring back from your last trip? A dumpling you'll never forget. What nature truly feels like. A bit of local art. A soulmate for the week. Finding out you love a good poncho. And glamping. And that durian is everything they say it is. Everywhere you go with Marriott Bonvoy shapes you, making you the greatest souvenir of all. Explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences.
This looks bad, Harris. We're probably gonna have to amputate.
I'll get some 3D images to see how bad it really is.
I don't care how many Ds you use. His career's over.
Relax, Coach. There's no tear. He'll be fine.
Amazing.
Innovation changes everything.
What about Bobby?
Nah.
With one investment, you can access the NASDAQ 100 innovators who are rethinking the world. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
The road ends here tonight. Florida 65, Houston 63. Cougars with the basketball, 19.7 to play.
The reshooters on the floor, but I still think you got to go for the 2. You might end up with a 3 if the defense covers for you. Big thing, no threes. Run them off that line.
Run them off the line if you're Florida. If you're Houston, get the ball in Cryer's hands. Let him try to get a good shot downhill into the paint, and 4 guys will go to the glass if you're Houston. Cryer and offensive rebounds for the Cougars.
And Robert's a guy, they go 2-2, and that foul line has been a dilemma. They made the two big ones the other night.
National championship is in the balance. 13 seconds left. Florida leads it by 2.
Uzan got to go.
Uzan, give it up. Cryer, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Sharp.
He walked. He can't touch it.
He can't. 1 second. And it's over. Florida is back on top of the college basketball world. Championship madness. It's a great day to be a Gator. They win the national title. Houston did not get a shot off. Florida 65, Houston 63. And it's heartbreak once again for the Houston Cougars.
And Bird, they matched up beautifully on the perimeter people. Made sure they weren't going to get a 3. Made them use the clock. No direction whatsoever getting into the lane. And great communication skills.
Yeah, once again, Clayton, a beautiful closeout at the end, causing that almost a violation by Sharp. They tried to go to Cryer here on the slapback, pin down for Sharp, and Clayton got out there, contested. Sharp had to let the ball bounce, and getting on the floor to win the championship. Fantastic effort, fantastic second half. And just beautiful execution defensively.
And right there, icing, reacting, and what a closeout, as you mentioned, with Clayton.
And Houston was going for the 3 for the win.
Alex Condon hits the deck, secures it. Time expires on the Houston Cougars, and utter elation for the Florida Gators. They are the 2025 national champions.
And Bird, how appropriate is it ends up a loose ball on the floor against Houston, and Florida got it.
The Florida Gators win their 3rd title. And for Kelvin Sampson and the Houston Cougars, this one is a gut punch.
And everybody who's coached or been in this game, your heart's broken for Kelvin. I mean, it's so meaningful, obviously, to any program, but what he's put in, the blood, sweat, and tears, and to coerce this program with all the victories and success, it's heartbreaking.
Florida wins it. We send it to Tracy.
Coach, you told me that if you won this national championship, the feeling would be surreal. I can see the shock on your face right now. Take us through, though, the stretch of that game. You guys were down 12 points at one point. The fight that this team showed to get it done.
We did what we did all year. We stayed the course. We have the best backcourt in America. I think we have the best front court in America. And like we've done all year, we made plays when we needed the most. We guarded our butts off down the stretch, made every 50-50 winning play. The Gators are natty, baby. We got the natty, baby. We got the natty. Let's go!
Now, Will, you were his first commit. You guys lost in the first round, and the turnaround you were able to do. What was the difference with this team this year?
Just how connected we are. I mean, we all love each other. We love playing for each other, and we love being a Gator, man. Gator boys, stay hot.
Now, Walter, I know it wasn't the easiest game for you, but the feeling of being able to cut down the nets and hoist a national championship trophy.
Man, it's a feeling I can't even explain, man. I can't wait to. I love you, Mom. I can't wait to see my mama, man. Mama, I love you, girl.
You guys go enjoy this one. Congratulations.
Hey, shout out to all the people at the O-Dome. We had a sold-out O-Dome tonight. Yeah. Gator basketball is back, baby. Let's go. Shout out Gator Nation, man. Y'all sold out all the tournament.
They've got the natty. They will cut down the nets. The Florida Gators, unforgettable finish. The 2025 national championship belongs to Florida. Houston comes up short. Once again, for Bill Raftery, Grant Hill, Tracy Wolfson, Gene Steratore, Ian Eagle, saying so long for now from San Antonio. We've got so much more to come. Inside March Madness, presented by Buick. And of course, one shining moment. It's all coming up after these messages.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Never play with poison ivy.
Someone's a flirt.
Bateman, please.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Oh, I get it now. Poison ivy.
Everything you've done has come to this.
Your life is still a mystery.
Finishing this is the only thing that's important to me. Either way, the truth is coming out.
Heading home? Who the hell are you, Madeline Matlock?
Matlock, the final 2 nights of the season begin CBS Thursday.
We're NCIS.
NCIS is all new. CBS next Monday.
From now through April at Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Lease a 2025 Chevrolet Equinox LT for $399 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference. From now through April at Fox Marquette Subaru. Lease a 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Premium for $375 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Sign and drive. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
Better begins with the way we see each other. Better begins with the way we treat each other. Better begins with the way we care for each other. Better begins at Aspirus Health. Bringing out the better in all of us.
I was sitting in the chemotherapy chair less than a month from the time that I felt the lump. Triple-negative cancer. The toughest to treat, the fastest to grow. Not the easiest news to hear, but I felt cared for. They are members of our community, and I knew that they would take good care of me. And it worked. I'm cancer-free, so it wasn't my choice to have cancer, but I did choose UP Health System.
From now through April at Fox Marquette Subaru. Lease a 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Premium for $375 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Sign and drive. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference. From now through April at Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Lease a 2025 Chevrolet Equinox LT for $399 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
The Delta Conservation District is hosting a wildflower sale. Details tonight.
And away we go. Boy, furious pace here.
What a display.
Putting on a March masterpiece. Quite the ride. On the road to the Final Four.
Stunning ending here in the national championship. Welcome to Inside March Madness, presented by Buick. Florida wins the title over Houston. Let's go to the podium and Ernie Johnson.
Thank you, Ian, and a jubilant podium it is as the Florida Gators are celebrating a national championship. But San Antonio, what a job over the last few days. 3 incredible games to get us to this point. Bubba Cunningham, chairman of the selection committee, which had 4 #1 seeds advance to San Antonio and these great matchups. How would you best describe it, Bubba?
Just an outstanding tournament. So on behalf of the NCAA Men's Basketball Committee, congratulations to the University of Florida Gators, the 2025 national champions.
Coach Golden, where is Todd? How are you?
I'm amazing.
Hey, this was your first chance. You're only 39 years old, too, okay? You're the youngest head coach since Jimmy Valvano to claim a national championship. What does that mean to you?
I've just been incredibly blessed. I have an amazing staff. We clearly have the best team in America. And in 3 short years in Gainesville, we got the basketball program back where it belongs, which is raising trophies, playing in Final Fours, and competing for national championships. Just super fortunate to be with this group right here.
Look, in this run, you knocked out the reigning 2-time champions. You knocked out 2 #1 seeds to stand here tonight. And you had to do it in come-from-behind fashion, too. Where does the belief come when you're down 12 in the second half and there's a struggle in the midst of this?
Our perimeter, our senior leaders have been amazing all year. They've kept us poised. They've kept us centered, grounded. We've had to come back quite a bit this tournament, as you said. But these guys have been elite with their composure, and our young guys in the front court fight like hell for these seniors every day. They compete, and they find a way to win. They are winners. They continue to find a way to win.
Hey, I know that like a lot of coaches, you have dreamt of this moment. My last question for you is, how do you like the view from up here?
It's amazing. Thank you, Gator Nation. Thank you for coming and showing out for the Gators tonight. We love you guys. I'm glad we were able to make you proud tonight. Go Gators, baby!
Can I get Walter Clayton Jr.? Walter, because the most outstanding player here in San Antonio, Walter Clayton Jr.
Hey, man, Gator Nation, man, we appreciate y'all. All the hard work we put in together. You know what, that came to fruition, man. We done did it. So, man, shout out Gator Nation, man. Go Gators, the boys stay hot.
Walter, how do you navigate a game like this? You're coming off back-to-back 30-point games. And then you don't get a bucket until 8 minutes to go in the game. How did you stay positive? How did you navigate this night?
Man, we've been saying it all year, man. Our motto is, we all can go, man. We got a team full of guys that could go. It ain't just about me. We got multiple guys on this go that can go get a bucket and do anything. So my team held me down until I was able to put the ball in the basket. Shout out to them boys.
Congratulations to you. Congratulations on that little daughter of yours, too, as well. I know this is going to be a great celebration for you.
Gator boys stay hot, man.
These are your national champion Florida Gators. Congratulations, and again, thanks, San Antonio. Iron Eagle.
EJ, gritty, tough, resilient. Florida wins the national championship. Congratulations to Gator Nation. It's the third in Florida program history, 2006, 2007, 2025. It belongs to Florida, 65-63 over Houston. We'll be back with much more after these messages.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on these Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
During month of free, Buffalo Wild Wings gave to me free boneless wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined rewards for a month of free. Yes.
Why is Rich so good? So annoying.
buttery, salty show-offs.
I love them.
Is that a smile?
This is a salty club.
Salty. You're gonna get us kicked out.
So?
That's better.
Loved by everyone, even the saltiest.
Here is a mystery. Pay attention. What do we see?
Diagnose the mystery, you save a life.
This clinic attracts patients from around the world. People who can't find help anywhere else.
This place is awesome. What we're doing here is going to make a difference.
We have a new case.
Something incredible is about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Watson is all new CBS Sunday and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Cryer, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, Sharp. He walked, he can't touch it. He can't. 1 second, and it's over. Florida is back on top of the college basketball world. Championship madness. It's a great day.
What a finish. Whoa. What a championship game. What a weekend in San Antonio. And what a comeback, yet again, for the Florida Gators. Incredible. They're going to be chomping on like all night long. Inside March Madness presented by Buick. Continuing here from the Alamo Dome, where in as dramatic a finish as possible, Florida Gators knock off the Houston Cougars. That game the other night, both games the other night were great. This thing, you celebrate for the Gators, you appreciate what they were there for and what they've done. But if your heart doesn't go out to the Houston Cougars, who had a 12-point lead in this game, and then watched it slowly vanish, and the Gators take the title.
Tell you what, Ernie, both of these teams showed tremendous championship grit, perseverance, and toughness. I didn't know if Florida could win a game where they had to play more like Houston plays than they play. But they showed in that second half they were up to the challenge. Won the free throw battle, only had 4 turnovers in the second half, and held Houston to 31% shooting. And the last play epitomized the kind of grit you got to have to eke out a championship against a worthy opponent.
Hey, Kelvin Sampson and the Houston Cougars, they imposed their will on you physically, mentally, defensively. There's only one way you can beat them. You got to be one more play tougher. And that was the last play of the game. They blitzed Fuzan, they blitzed Cryer, and they stepped up on the last shooter, Emmanuel Sharp, and wouldn't let him get a shot off, and ended the game diving on a loose ball. Look at this here, a blitz on the first ball handler, a blitz on the second ball handler as the big man starts to come. Sharp comes, they rotate out, take away his 3. Now it's a loose ball, and Alex Condon dives on the loose ball to end the game. That's the only way that you can beat Houston.
Great defensive play by Clayton Jr. at the end. Yes, indeed. However, shout out to both teams who they deserve to be here. They were the best 2 teams in this tournament. They deserve to be here. You know, I'm a little surprised that Houston honestly didn't go earlier in the shot clock to extend the game.
They were going for the win.
Yeah, but going for the win is not the odds. Hey. You know, might be right for some people.
If you're scared, get a dog.
No, if you're scared, you wouldn't be here.
You went for it. They went for it.
No, we
did not come here to tie. They went for the win.
No, but I feel I'm a better team even with 5 more minutes. No. That's how I would have felt.
Kevin,
so I would have possibly, it's a surprise, but it was still great defense. Florida wins the game because they were the better team, able to come back with a 12-point win.
And I'm going to give Kevin his flowers. Because I told Jay and Clark, I said, he's going to go for the win.
You did.
I said, he's going to go for the win.
I respect it too.
I respect that because they played as well as they could play and were still down. They played as well as they could play. And they
did a lot of what they usually do to us.
Yes.
They did a lot of that.
And to be tied or down 2
with the ball, I'm like, yo, man, hey, we played great. We're still down 2. 5 more minutes. The advantage going to switch to them. I give Kevin his flowers, man. I always say, hey, if you're scared, get a dog.
65-63. That's your final score. A 2-point win for the Gators in a game that was as dramatic as you could possibly want for a chance to cut down the nets. And the Capital One rewarding performance is another second-half performance that told the story for the Gators.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think they led for less than a total minute in the game, Ernie.
Yes.
And the fact that they stayed with it down 12, we've seen it happen a couple of other times with this team. Again, I just think it speaks to the resilience, the toughness, the will, and both teams displayed it. And Florida did it, to Jay's point, 1 play more.
They led for 103 in the game.
Yeah, you know, if you look at the dynamic of the game, they were able to offensive rebound. They were able to defend the perimeter, to defend the three-point shot. But the funny thing is, the last 2 plays were the opposite of what they had done. They gave a 3 to Clayton, and Clayton plays D on the 3.
Right,
so it was an actual, it looked like Houston on the other end for the last 2 possessions.
By the way, Werner is proud to provide special edition podium ladders for the net cutting celebration. Werner, the official ladder of NCAA March Madness. And as you heard Jay tell us earlier this week, you win the national championship, you cut down the nets, you get those ladders.
That ladder comes to you during the season and they present.
Now that's a flex. Now that's a flex, Jay. Not the ring, but telling us you got the ladder is a flex. I've known Jay for 40 years. He's never been on a damn ladder.
Well, if he ever wants to be, he's got plenty. When we come back,
been on
the
there
moment
twice.
you've been waiting for, one shining moment, is next.
At AT&T, we confidently guarantee our network.
Beef, 2. Baker, 2. Bingo!
But what we can't guarantee is Cooper Flag having any chill.
Bingo!
Nice one, Coop.
Let's go!
Now go shake hands.
Yes, mammy.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want, and the service you deserve. Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Teddy, good shot.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Metaphorically, yeah.
Carnita.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait.